Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. And this reading here is for Cancer for the 16th to the 30th of April, the second half of April. Now, before I get started on the reading, I just want to thank everybody out there that has contacted me and either liked or supported me in some way with these readings, because you don't really get a lot of immediate feedback with the readings in this way. So I really do appreciate all of the support that I've been receiving. So thank you. All right, let's get started on this then. Now we've got the Emperor in reverse, the Four of Wands in reverse, and the Three of Pentacles. Now, I'm going to pick up on the Three of Pentacles first, because have you been given an opportunity? Something that you see as being worthwhile? And it could be as small as giving your time to spend with a relative that's maybe not feeling very well. Or it could be that it's a community project, or it could be something bigger. It could be something to do with work. It could be about building something. And this is something that you do as part of a team. You're not the only one that's contributing. And everyone has their part to play, and each one is of equal importance. But everyone has their own skills, and everyone is important. But the thing is it maybe not going as well as you thought it was going to go. So maybe too many little arguments, niggles in between the team. Has maybe the manager or someone who feels that they are in charge or should be in charge, are they maybe a little bit inflexible with what they feel should be happening? Do they maybe try and, pull rank, or, suggest that they have a certain amount of power that they could show their influence over you? So it could be that there is someone within the team or someone who's leading the team that is abusing their power. And because of that, it's causing friction. So even though this is something that you really want to do and it is worthwhile, there could possibly be more of a negativity about this after you have begun it, because it could be that you don't know who's going to be round about you before you actually started. But the intention that you had was pure, and you still see it as a worthwhile thing to spend your time and your energy on. It's just all of the other, parts, politics, people that take away, detract from the worthwhile parts. Let's move on to the next set of cards here, and we've got the Ten of Swords, the Devil, and the Fool in reverse. Now, are you beginning to get really fed up with the situation that you're in, that someone else has placed you in? And you're not feeling as good about this as you thought you would. This setup isn't as stable as you thought it would be. And you really are fed up with all of the backbiting or the arguments. And you just feel like giving in, giving up. And just admit to yourself that maybe this was not such a good idea. But it wasn't for the lack of effort that you put in. And it could be that because of the actual situation, is it something that you don't want to let go of? You don't want to let a situation or someone's personality detract from your pure intention. And it could be that the whole situation just gets into your head and you try to think about ways to get round all of the rules, the inflexibility that is ruining this worthwhile thing that you're doing. And it could be because there is so much friction, that there is so much hassle and negativity, that because of that, you do feel that giving up would be the easier option. And you're also thinking about that because it is affecting you. It's affecting how you see things, your attitude toward things, your attitude towards this project. Is it maybe having an effect on your mood? And with the Fool in reverse here, it could be that you feel that you were just foolish to link yourself with this in the first place. That it was totally not worth spending your time on it. That in getting involved in this has just shown how gullible that you feel you may be in this instance. That possibly you ran into a situation with, an open heart and good intentions, and other people have went in with a different view. And their view was the polar opposite of yours. And you just feel that if you don't maybe pull back a little bit, that you may not be able to control your thoughts or your actions as well as you should. Because it could be that your anger is beginning to boil over. And you could become a little bit more reckless in the things that you do. So that there is a risk here that in retaliation you may get yourself into a little bit of grief. Let's move down to the next set of cards here, and we've got the Strength card in reverse. We've got the King of Swords in reverse and Temperance also in reverse. So there's a lot of strong major arcana cards here, all in reverse. And it's all detracting from the benefits of the reason of why you became involved in this in the first place. And that is very frustrating. And it could be that is why you're maybe teetering on the edge of giving up and your behaviour becoming a little bit risky. Do you feel with the Strength card in reverse here that your reactions and attitudes towards the person who is being inflexible or being controlling or abusive in some way, do you feel that their overbearing personality really is beginning to wear on you? And you're beginning to lose control of your temper a little bit. And it's purely because of the way that this person, interacts with people. That they do use their influence and power and money to make sure that they get their own way. And that's not what this was supposed to be about. And it's something that you feel isn't going to change. And you can't see that you and this other person is ever going to see eye to eye on things. You just look at life in a very different way. You're polar opposites. So the way that you approach things is never going to be the same as the way this person approaches it. So do you feel that giving up is the best option? Because you're not going to agree with this person in any way and your temper is beginning to flare. So it could be that the best option for you is that you do pull back, that you acknowledge that this may not be the best thing for you or the person that you intended the benefit for. Because this person here would possibly just make life extremely difficult for the people round about them. Now, the next set of cards we have here is the Nine of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Now, all of these cards are in the upright position, so they're going to have a more positive slant. And is that possibly because you've removed yourself from this difficult situation? That you're becoming a little bit more in control? And it could be that even though you have pulled back and that you have realised that, you may have to end this relationship because of how you're feeling about this person or things that are happening, you still are able to have a little bit of pride, a little bit of contentment and satisfaction in the things that you have actually done. Because you have went in with the best of intention. You've wanted to care for this person. And you wanted to make things happen for this person, fulfill their wishes, and make life easier. And you have done that. You should be proud of the effort and the energy that you've put in to this worthwhile piece of work that you've done. Even though you were part of a team, your contribution is definitely going to be seen. And with the Six of Wands here, it could be that people round about you are aware of the things that you've done. And whether, it's publicly acknowledged or whether or not it's through people just observing the things that you're doing or through word of mouth, but all of the benefits that your work has brought forward is going to be made aware to the people that are in your community. So you will have, some sort of recognition from this. And it could be that, you then move on to do something else which you weren't expecting. Because the quality of work that you have done, your contributions have been very successful and you've achieved what you set out to achieve. And the thing is that things are beginning to happen for you now because of the effort and the work that you've put in, because of how successful that work was. Are opportunities coming to you rather than you seeking them out? Is good fortune and good luck knocking down your door? So there could be, some positive forward movement because of everything that you have done. Even though you've had your challenges, your intention and quality of work has spoken for itself. And this is giving you a positive outlook. This is giving you a good starting block for a prosperous future. All right, I'm going to leave it there because that is a wonderful card to stop on. And I think that this is the intention or the message of this is that if you do your best, if you contribute and you have pure intentions to benefit either an individual or the community, and you do your best, then you will be recognised for that, and the future could hold great things for you because of it. So don't let the negativities of other people or the naysayers or people that just want to catch the limelight for themselves, put those people aside. Keep your focus on the worthwhile things and leave them to seeking their 15 minutes of fame. Even if that fame is that they annoy everyone round about them, because they're still getting the attention. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Now, take care, Cancer, and have a great couple of weeks. And I'll see you in May. Bye.